friend's husband fell in love with a sugar baby and spent over £200,000 on her. I honestly wish this was a joke, but unfortunately it isn't. This is somebody that I know, a friend of mine, and I have permission to tell this story. My friend and I have thought very carefully about how we tell this story so that her and her family can stay anonymous. And despite this being very fresh, my friend's been brave enough to allow us to speak about this because she and I feel that this could serve as a valuable lesson to young girls. My friend came to this country when she was pretty much still a child herself. For me, moving to a country without any friends or family would be very scary. But if you know any Eastern European women, if you have one in your life, you will know that they are not scared. They are fearless and strong and independent. And that's exactly what my friend Isabella is like. I wouldn't even have to mention her physical appearance because realistically to this story it's irrelevant, but for the sake of painting a picture in your mind, I'm gonna let you know that she is a knockout, a pocket rocket, a 10-10. Short, dark hair, beautiful eyes, loves the gym, and it shows. She's got a great little bum. And Liam, her ex, I don't want to be mean, so I'm just going to say nothing. Because if you have nothing nice to say, that's what you do, you say nothing. So Liam, well, that's his name. Liam sweeps Isabella off her feet. They get on so well, like a house on fire. They even work together and they never fight. However, the only thing that should be on fire is Liam's pants, because he's a liar, aren't you, Liam? Oh, Isabella is busy raising their child, doing a fantastic job, I might add. I really mean that with my whole heart, like, you have done a fantastic job. Liam was busy soliciting the services of escorts and sugar babies. Now, I just want to be really clear about this, okay, guys? Like, crystal clear. Liam does not look like the sort of guy. To be honest with you, Liam looks like the sort of guy that lives with his mum. No offence if you live with your mum. You know the stereotype I mean, Dungeons and Dragons type guy. And I don't know what I'm expecting somebody to have sugar babies to look like, but that's not it. This is the part that my friend and I really feel like all the young girls out there can learn from. Because Isabella and Liam work together, and they've been together for such a long time, Liam has access to all Isabella's money. Yes, her personal money, as well as their joint account, as well as his money. Unfortunately, Liam decides that his sugar baby, one of them, deserves to be treated with not only his wife's money and their joint assets, but also her personal money, which she has earned herself. And because Isabella trusts him, she never once checks, and she probably never would have found out until it was too late. This is where I want you guys to be aware that no matter how much you think you know somebody, or how much you trust them, you should have your own money. I'm a firm believer. You should have your own money, separate account. And that isn't me being cynical of love. It really isn't. It's just normal and smart. And as your big sister, I really would encourage you, if you do only share an account, that you check it regularly. I've heard this story way too many times. Never to the extent that Isabella has had it, but I have seen my clients' lives destroyed by similar situations. I'm going to take you back to summer last year. Isabella's job, she has to do a lot of smooshing, client dinners, functions, and it can literally mean she goes all over the UK. She's constantly travelling, which I guess made Liam's life a lot easier. So Isabella has been out drinking all day with clients. Which, side note, I just want to make this very clear. Isabella does not enjoy leaving her child. She hates it. She has to work. She gets back to the hotel, she gives her child a call. It's 9:30 and she was hoping to catch them before they went to sleep. No answer. So she does what most of us would do, and she calls her husband. She's hoping that maybe, just maybe, he's allowed their child to stay up a little bit later, watch some telly. She's hoping that she can call them, let them know it's time for bed. When he doesn't answer either, she starts to panic. I would be exactly the same. Now, luckily or unluckily, they have CCTV cameras, and the lack of contact makes her do something which she's never done before. She checks the camera. What she sees scares her. You know that feeling where you feel like you can only feel your head, you can't feel any of your body? That type of sinking feeling. You see, their CCTV was at the back of the garden and it faced the house. And Isabella had had a home gym made. So they have these big windows. And if the lights are on inside the gym, from the garden CCTV, you can see the silhouettes of people. And she sees two silhouettes. Two thoughts go through her mind. A, they're being burgled. The silhouettes are clearly of two adults. Or B, her husband has a friend round. except the silhouette is very clearly a woman. And I have seen it myself. I would say with 100% certainty that I would know in an instant that that is a woman and not a man. Considering this man has been a walking green flag their entire marriage, alarm bells are not immediately ringing. She texts and she texts and she texts, and there's no reply. Eventually she sends an SOS message. She tells him that she's been injured as a last resort. One final bid for his attention before she literally jumps a cab and goes the 5-hour distance home. When she told me this, there's not many times in life that I have been speechless, but there was an audible bang when my jaw hit the ground. The SOS text seems to do the trick. He finally gets back to her. He has the audacity to tell her that nobody's there. She has screenshots of legs, 4 sets of them, and he says no. Don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, no hablo inglés. No hablo inglés. So do you know what my mate does? Do you know what she does? She hires a private detective and find out exactly who this woman is. And that is when she finds out the financial ruins her husband has put them in to fund a 22-year-old sugar baby's lifestyle. She would also find his secret phone that he made his child swear not to tell their mum about. And that, for me, I'm sorry, don't involve the children. Don't involve the children. That is such a sacred relationship. Unforgivable. That is unforgivable. My friend's little CIA mission, she found out about a lot more. She's got more than the custody of just their child. She's got the phone. As some of those messages no one should ever have to read, especially not Isabella herself. But we read them. Most of them anyway, because there was a lot. And from that, we've been able to create quite the timeline of events. And with Isabella's permission, I'm going to be telling you exactly how this sugar baby swindler, hustler extraordinaire, was able to get this man to fund not only a career for her, but buy her a Chanel bag and a Hermes bag. Because if it hasn't blown your mind already, let me just tell you that the finer details are like a bloody atomic bomb. The fact that Isabella is living, breathing, mumming, and still looking like fire is just nothing short of a miracle, to be honest.